anticipate the walking dead. We hypnotized in this Christian state. My people waking up, now it's time to rise and watch the lies be revealed right before your eyes. I'm walking with them angels, it's a blessing. I'm thankful for the Lord's protection. I be walking with them angels. I'm thankful for my blessings. I be walking with them angels. The Lord is my protection. I be walking with them angels. I be walking with them angels.
All right, clap it up. All right, Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And we are led by the amazing Commanding General YAHANNA. This is the I.S.U.P.K. Tuesday Brotherhood class. And today we're going to get into a topic, called integrity. You know what I'm saying? Integrity, proves your righteousness. You know what I'm saying? Because, everybody likes to, appear that they're, upright and righteous and, doing the right thing in the sight of men. But what proves your righteousness is doing, all those same things when nobody's watching but the Lord. Christian pastors have it bad. When you go to a church, all you see is, they rolling around, they quote unquote speaking in gibberish tongue and laying on their face, praying and doing all type of things to show people that they're, upright and righteous. You know what I'm saying? Some speak, so eloquently, when they talk to where you will believe like, man, this person is really, sent from God. But first, I want to start off with the definition of integrity. The definition of integrity from the Google definition, from the Google dictionary, Salaki, is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles or moral uprightness. The quality of being honest. Like I just said, anybody can be honest, in the sight of people. That's not a quality. The quality is doing what's honest when nobody's looking. When nobody's watching you or listening to you. That's when the quality of being honest and what it says, having strong moral principles, that's when that applies. Because just think about, I use an example as far as like, at your workplace. Of course, when your boss is in the office or your boss is on site, of course, yeah, you doing your job right to the T. You going above and beyond. But what happens when that boss, goes on vacation or he's not in that office? Some people, they'll kick back in their chair, look at YouTube or look at videos or TikTok all day. They might send 1 or 2 emails, and that's it. But when the boss is there, you sending emails, you getting about your desk, making copies, you walking the information to the next place, or if you're manufacturing, you making sure you build everything and make everything. But when the boss gone, it's like a party. It's like, it's like almost like the substitute, the main teacher gone, substitute teacher come in, the substitute teacher don't care whether or not, you do the work or not. They just there, what I'm saying, just to fill in. All right. So, when the teacher not there, I don't have to show my work on this math problem. I can just look over here at Cassandra paper and just get the answer. Or I can look over here and get the answer. Or I can just not do it at all. But when the teacher's there, you make sure you're showing your work. You make sure you're reading the problems, or you reading whatever class it is, you make sure you're diligently doing the work. But when that substitute teacher is there, or when nobody is there that will hold you accountable, when they're not there, that's when most people they tend to slack off. All right, I'm gonna continue reading. Like some okay, I read the second definition that they have too. The state of being whole and undivided. Being whole and undivided in the scriptures, is what keep you and what also proves your righteousness. You doing the law, statutes, commandments, when nobody's looking, is definitely what you're supposed to do. Because anybody can come to the school, put on a garment, put on a head wrap, and shalom, Yahweh, shalom, Yahweh, they can do that all day. They can shalom and shalom and whatever they be doing, they can do that in front of everybody all day. And yeah, that brother there, he's keeping the commandments. He got fringes on his pants and he got this, but then when you go home, and you might have a pork roast in your freezer, or you might end up sneaking off to this little birthday party that is going on, or you might go to your homeboy house. He smoked the biggest. He smoked trees, literally. That's how much weed he smokes. And you go over there and you just go over there to inhale, because you don't want to smoke in front of him, because he's gonna call you on your bluff. But you'll go over there and inhale it, and try to, oh yeah, man, I just come over there, try to convince you that to not smoke it. Now you over there because it's clouds in the air, and you just want to sit in the midst of it and breathe. Get you a secondary high. That's not integrity. Integrity is when your homeboy call you over, hey man, yeah, come through, man. We having a little get together, and nah, man, I'm good, man. I'm gonna go on, I'm gonna go on chill out. Or you can go over there, but if they inside smoking, you sit outside. Or if they outside, you go inside. You were there, but you sitting in the circle with them while they passing the blunt. And then they, because naturally, like if you ever, been a drug addict, and when you try to wean yourself off of smoking, it's going to be natural for your friends to, pass you the blunt. Like, especially if you sitting in a circle, it's going to be natural for them to pass you the blunt, because you've been in the circle with them, thus far, up until you found the truth and trying to wean yourself off. So they're gonna be like, yeah, man, LeBron James is whoop the whoop, whoop the whoop. And then yeah, man, he ain't better than Jordan. And you just without conscience. It's just muscle memory for you, because you've been doing it for so long, you grab it. And then next thing you know, you in so much into the conversation that you might, oh, I done hit the blunt. Oh well, I done hit it now. I might as well go ahead, I live with the consequence later on. Nah, that's not integrity. Even you looking at it like it's passing by you. That's not integrity. You going to this birthday party. It's gonna be whoredom everywhere. It's gonna be nakedness everywhere. You celebrating. This is my 21st birthday. Because everybody like to turn up on their 21st birthday. Like, men and women, they like to do the most on their 21st birthday. That's when they let loose. And you have friends like that, and they invite you, and you end up going, and then guess what? All those temptations that you tore yourself away from are gonna come back strong. That's when the test comes. When you finally, try to be righteous, and you done weaned yourself off of smoking weed, wearing revealing clothes, or sleeping with other men's wives. That's when the test comes. I remember when I stopped smoking. And this was like probably, I was going to the camps, standing around as a young man. But when I was finally able to stand in the ranks as a trooper, when we go to camp, so I'm standing in the ranks, I'm on Shamar. And we in the city of Houston, in downtown, and we right by a bus stop. So brother, he come across the street, come wait on the bus, and he has the biggest cigarette. Well, he had a blunt, and he had a cigarette in his hand. So he stops, and he stood like not even 5 yards away from me, smoking that cigarette, and the wind just so happened to be blowing my way. The cigarette went out. I'm mad. Damn, why he got it? Then he lights up the blunt. Boom. So the wind's still blowing my way, and I'm sitting up here like, damn, like I'm shaking my head. I'm shifting. I'm walking around. I'm moving. Then, Captain Yatazak, he walked up to me. He was like, man, you all right? You good? I said, man, why does, I cussed him out in my head. I was like, man, why this dude gonna stand next to me smoking his trash, man? Like, what the hell? He's like, yeah, that's spiritual. He said, this is one of your tests, one of your many tests. And I'm like, okay, I understand now. But I'm like, man, he can't go over there, go downwind, go somewhere else. Like, I'm not trying to, deal with it right now because, once that temptation, sets in, like most people, they don't have the strength yet, they will give in. All right. So I want to start off with Deuteronomy, because we got to understand like where where this comes from. Deuteronomy chapter 4. Let's see. All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord thy God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. So, based off this, at a time, we was in our land. And we lacked the integrity. So we started doing our own thing. We started sinning. We started angering the Lord. So now he's taking us out of our land, and scattered us abroad. So what this is, whatever land that you go to, you're still supposed to do the law, statutes, and commandments. You're supposed to do them. And you're supposed to teach your children these things. Now, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to, for a nation to, you scattered abroad, we I'm just gonna just on a smaller scale, like we in Texas, we got New York, we got California, we got Chicago, we got the Midwest, we got know that we supposed to be keeping all these, what I'm saying? Like that's when integrity comes in, because as a nation we're being judged. So, we got to depend on the brothers in Chicago. Okay.